Hey loves, what's up? Welcome back. That's Alpha Budgets. My name is Shelby. If you guys are new, I am a 32-year-old registered nurse in the state of Pennsylvania. I live with my husband, my 3-month-old baby. I have a dog, 2 cats, and an axolotl. I cash stuff weekly. My husband gets paid weekly and I get paid bi-weekly, and then I split my paychecks in half so that my paycheck contributes to every week. So I pre-plan a lot of like our bills for what they would be for 4 weeks. So we are cash stuffing the first paycheck here of April. Can't believe we're already in April. We originally budgeted for $1,820, and I do know that Mike made more money than what we had originally budgeted for. So we'll go ahead and get this account, see what we have to work with, and see where we are going to allocate those extra funds. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this counted. Bring in our calculator. How's everyone's week been? I gotta separate these. Some of these are sticking. Okay, so we are cash stuffing $1,890. So that's an increase of $70. As always, we are going to go ahead and start with Mike's money. So he's getting $50 for gas. He is getting $50 for our investments. $25, and I cannot wait to get rid of these. They are disgusting. $25 for our emergency fund. We did $25 last week, so that'll make it the even $50 for us to do our placeholder in. And then Mike is getting his usual $140, and that is divided into 4 20s, 4 10s, and 4 5s. And I'm pretty sure that is actually it for Mike's money. So that's going to go ahead and go on his desk. Before you jump into our wallet, I do have a lot of change today. This change jar gets heavier and heavier. I'm going to have to start moving it closer so I don't have to pick it up. But we do have quite a amount of change in our change coin pouch today. I don't know if you can kind of see it. So we'll put that in there. Normally I do dump it in there, but it is probably after 11 and the baby is asleep, so I don't want to, try not to make any really loud noises. But this is probably slightly over halfway full. And then once this gets heavy to the point where I can't carry it anymore, I will probably empty this and then put the money maybe into our $1 jar. That way it can just be all accumulated, and at the end of the year we will count it all together. Or maybe we'll put it towards a sinking fund. I'm not 100% sure yet what we're going to do. I'll have to talk to Mike about it, but I did want to go ahead and put those coins in there. And then we'll come over here to my wallet, and I did already take the receipts out. So groceries, we have $50 left over, and that'll go into our buffer envelope, and we are going to do another $150. and we do need some things. So we might use some of our buffer envelope. Oliver is getting $10, and he has 20 in here, but I'm going to, you know what, no, he has 20 in here. I'm going to put this 10 into his envelopes. Tithing is getting $20. My gas is getting its usual 80. And my gas has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, and 80. And that has been working well for me. Of course, I've been doing a little bit more traveling for work. So I'm hoping next week I will have some rollover. And that is it for our envelopes. And then we do have quite a bit. We have quite a bit of change in ones. That's it for my wallet. So I'll set this off to the side. We had quite a bit of change in ones this week. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Some things are a little bit different. Oh, there's a 5 in here. You know, I might set this over here, and we might put that somewhere else. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it in. But I'm not. Some things did change a little bit. We unexpectedly kind of put an offer on a house last week. We had talked about, you know, starting to save up for a new house and everything. And then a house came on the market that we both just kind of really fell in love with. We went and saw it. And they only did one open house for it. So you could only go look at it once and for 2 hours. And let me tell you, this one is really crappy. It's completely ripped in half and held together by a mere tape. Put that in the middle. We completely fell in love with it. You could only go look at it for like 2 hours. We thought about it and we ended up putting in an offer. There were 6 other offers on the table. So we did that Saturday, and then they weren't reviewing or picking anybody until Monday. We ended up not getting the house. We were just slightly outbid. I guess we had the second highest offer, and the other people just had slightly outbid us. So we decided to hold off and kind of wait like we were planning so we could save up, obviously, more money. So you're going to see a little bit of a shift. Obviously, we still want to pay off debt, but saving for our house is going to pretty much be like a large priority at this point. For ones, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we have 15 ones in rollover. So that's exciting. We'll go right into our bills binder. And for property taxes, it is getting $35. So that's kind of where we are with that right now. Obviously, things can change. So I'll obviously keep you guys updated as much as I know. I do have to do a debt confession video, and I keep saying that. I just honestly haven't had the time to sit down and see like where we were at versus like kind of where we're now at and get the exact numbers. But I really would like to do one so that you guys can kind of see where things have gone and what's been moving and happening. And property taxes has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 59, 9, 20, 30, 35, and 40. So 940 in property. Utilities is getting 50. And it's 50, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3. So 73. And then Wi-Fi is getting 15. The first month is always boring because none of these envelopes have pretty much nothing in them. Phone bill is getting 55. It's the beginning of the month, and like I said, I have these all set out for 4 weeks. So they get the same amount every single week. Car insurance is getting 30. And then we, kind of sucks, but we also, the roof on our garage, and we found out our house, we have to get our roof done on both our house and our garage. We had a big storm a couple weeks ago, and we thought it was only the garage that it ripped shingles off of, but we found out a couple days ago, like with a really big storm we had, that we are also missing shingles from our house. So homeowners is getting $35. So we had to put a claim into our obviously our homeowners insurance for that, and we have $1,000 deductible. Homeowners insurance has 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 5, and 10. So 210. And this isn't due until October. Mike's car payment is getting $175. And that's all it has, $150.75. Subscriptions is getting $40. But other than that, how's everyone's week been? Gym is still getting skipped. I have my membership on pause. Pet insurance is getting $10. Trash is getting $15. And it has 10, 20, 30, 45. So $45. So we are almost halfway for our payment for June, I believe. Life insurance is getting 25 or 75. So 50, 75 for life insurance. Daycare is getting 140 or 120. I'm sorry. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. So 120 in daycare. And then student loans is just getting 5. I actually did talk to somebody today on going back to school for a higher degree, because I would really like to maybe eventually get out of like field nursing and maybe do teaching. And you can't teach without a master's. Like, teaching would be like at a university would probably be like my goal. Okay, so Oliver's getting $10. He has 600 in the bank, and then 10. So he has 610. Only he has $20 in the wallet, so, and he's good on things right at the moment. Groceries is getting a little over 50. So in our buffer, it has a 51, 52, 50, 70. So we have 270 in our buffer. Household is getting $10, and it has 1, 50, 70, 80, and 90. So 190 in household. Frisco is getting $10, and Frisco has 51, 20, 35. So 135. He has food, and I'm not sure when his grooming appointment is. I feel like it's not until May. The cats are getting $10 as well, and they have 20, 30, 40, 55. I'm actually surprised that the cats aren't in here right now. Marlin, my axolotl, has 15, and he is okay. Nails is getting 20. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 105. So 105 in nails. I'm going to go next week to get them done. And I'm going to do like a spring set, so I'm pretty excited for that. Hair got 40, and it got 40. It has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, and 20. So 120 in hair. I've been telling Mike for months now that he needs to get a haircut, and he hasn't scheduled one. So I honestly might just do it for him, because it's pretty bad. Cleaning is getting 10, or my goodness, cleaning is getting 60. I should not be. I can say this every single time, because every single week it is late at night. My brain has turned off. Like, I either need to do it either early Saturday morning, or I need to come home and like pretty much just as soon as Mike gets home, I need to sit down and do it, because I do other stuff and I wait, and then my brain stops working. That's it for our variable expenses. Our next binder is our short-term sinking funds. In investments, we give Mike the cash, and so we use a placeholder for that. And investments that that we keep track of, since I've been keeping track of it. So we have $4,550 for the investments. Medical is getting at 10. It has 10, 20, 30, and 40. Vision is getting a 10. Mark off a little eyeball. And Vision has 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So 160 in Vision. Dental is also getting a 10. And it has 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. So 180. So we have one more $10. So next week we'll be caught up, and then we'll start marking this one off again. Shopping is getting skipped. So beauty is getting 30. And beauty has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210. So 210 in beauty. I do have an appointment tomorrow for lashes and getting a Brazilian, and I'm kind of nervous about it because I've never had one, and it kind of honestly terrifies me slightly. So you guys will have to let me know if you've ever gotten one, any tips or tricks. I'm honestly just terrified in general because it's like personal and private, I guess. I don't know. I'm like not shy about a lot of things, but like having someone face deep in me, like, I don't know how I feel about it. But Oliver Sanders got 10, and he has 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, and 40. So 240 in his savings. So that's good for a 3-month-old. He honestly has more money than I do at this moment. All right, our savings. So last week we finished our $500, our first $500 challenge for our savings. This is additional savings on top of like our emergency fund and investments and everything. So we are going to start off it's our rainy day fund. So this is another $500 savings, and we are going to kick this sucker off with $40. So we have $500 in the bank, 20 and 40. And I think I did 25 and 15. So starting that one off strong, we are going into Treat Yourself, and it is getting $40. And we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. So 240 in Treat Yourself. Last time I bought myself a new Dyson vacuum, and I love it. The emergency fund got the 25, and because we gave it 25 last week, we're giving it a placeholder 50. So the emergency fund that I've been calculating, which I actually should just update both of these so that they're accurate. But we have 3,500, 600, 700, 800, 900. So 3,900, and I know we have more than that. So I really should keep track. It's just hard because our emergency fund isn't just straight cash. So car maintenance got 10. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. So 470 in car maintenance. So 470 in car maintenance. And we're skipping to parents. Parents is getting 25. And parents has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. And this is money that I give my dad for gas for watching the baby. And that's it for our short-term saving funds. And then I actually went into our holiday binder. Okay, so Mother's Day is getting $5. And it has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So we have $85 in Mother's Day. And Father's Day is also getting $5, and they should have the same. So Father's Day has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and 85. So you're creeping up slowly but surely, and we have a little bit for both of them. Mother's Day obviously is going to come up a lot faster. And then we are going back into Christmas. We reached our first $500 saved for Christmas already. So we are halfway through this challenge, and we are adding $40. So now we are starting on to the other half of Christmas. So Christmas has 500 in the bank, 20 and 40, which I feel really good about having already that much saved up for Christmas so far. And the closer we get, the more I will amp that up as well. So that's it for our holiday binder. Very quick in there. Next up is a slightly different look. With some of the different envelopes, they were kind of like rubbing on the side, and so it wasn't really working out in the other binder that they were in. So I changed them over to this binder, which used to be my month ahead binder. Future Home is getting $30. And Future Home has 50, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. So 150 in Future Home. And then Home Renovations is getting a 10. And we have 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50 in Home Renovations. New Furniture is getting 20. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, and 65. So 65 in New Furniture. Electronics is getting a 10. Pet Emergency is getting 10. And it has 20, 30, 35, and 40. Oh. I don't know how I missed this one. New Painter is getting 10, and it has 10, 15, and 20. New Flooring is also getting 10, and it has 10, 15, and 20. And then Garage Repair is getting 20, 20, 30, 35, 40. And that is it for this binder. Okay, so into our savings challenges. Our 25 and 2025, we are adding the usual 50. So we're going to color in 2 more blocks. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 25. So we have 525. So we've reached our first $500. Okay. And then for July, so we are going to be adding 20, 30, 45, and I'm just going to put 5 back and put in 50. So now July is complete. And then for this, we are adding $100. So we have 1, 50, 70, 92, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, and 300. So then this actually, we are back to the very beginning. And this completes our 6-section savings. So I'll take that out. So I'll have to take this money out and then I will redistribute it. Let's see where we want to put it. I'm going to set that off to the side, and then we are doing our new challenge, which was supposed to get 15. So I don't know where I messed up, but I messed up somewhere. So I don't know if I had like $20 sticking together or something. But since we only have 10, do we do 2 5s or do we just do 1 10? We'll just do this 1 10 for now, and if I find, because we were supposed to be up, I like did something wrong. Either that or I counted wrong in the beginning. But I'll have to figure out what I did. But this is our new challenge. We are supposed to save $145. So I'll have to figure out what I did wrong. I don't really know off the top of my head. So I have to go back through everything and watch what I was doing and stuff. As far as this goes, let's see how much we should have. So there's 50. There should be 75 in here. 20, 40, 60, 75. There should be 100 in here. This should be 150, 51, 24, 50. This should be 200, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. And then this should be 300. 150, 70, 90, 210, 30, 50, 70, 93. So we have $875. And we are going to put that mostly into our house funds. So I want to make this an even 5. So we have 50, 70, 50, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So minus 100 minus 150. So you need 350. So 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 50. So 1, 52, 50. Okay. So this should be then $500. So you have 1, 52, 53, 50, 70, 90, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 500. So there's $500. Let's do Let's do 200 in new furniture. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. So there's 265 in new furniture. Let's do 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. So we'll do 40 into new painter. We'll do We'll do 100 into new flooring. And so 100, 20, 40, 60, 81, and T 30, 35, 40. So 140 into garage repair. $65, and then I'm just gonna set this off to the side for 1 second because I know I feel like one, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500. So now we have 500 in car maintenance. Mm, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90. So we'll do 90, add 10 to that. And you know, the rest I am just going to, after I close this, I'm going to put the rest into back in a future home. And I'm probably going to take a chunk of this out. That way I can put it into the bank so we're still earning interest on it. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 4, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So there's 550. I think I put too much money in this one, to be honest. I think this is where I messed up. Because I think don't think I'm supposed to have that much. I mean, I added stuff too, but I think I was at 500, and then I added like, maybe I did add 55. I don't know. I just feel like that's the one where I messed up and added too much money, but it's okay. I'm only short and going into a savings challenge, so I'm not too worried about it. But that was $875 that we reallocated, mostly into our long-term binder for our future home, like painting, new flooring, new furniture, the garage repair, because that's going to need fixed. And then I topped off our car maintenance envelope. And then last but not least, we gotta add our ones, and I'm pretty sure there was 13 here, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're adding 15 more ones into our $1 savings. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry it was kind of a cluster. I probably should have double checked my stuff maybe a little bit better. I don't know. I made a mistake somewhere. Not a big deal. Like I said, we were just short on our one saving challenge. So the rest is good. We were able to complete our 6-section savings challenge. So that's awesome. That gave us $875 to reallocate towards some saving challenges. Obviously it was originally going to go towards some debt, but I want to try to beef up some of our home stuff first. And that way we have more money to put down towards that. We are still working on debt, so some of our other saving challenges, once completed, will go towards that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already, go ahead and like, comment, and of course subscribe if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out, even though I'm a little bit crazy. I hope to guys see you in the next one. I hope that you guys have a great weekend and a wonderful week. Bye.